Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Special. What? Everyday Challenge. I don't know what's going on. It's been a long week. Uh, yeah. Whew. But I was glad to escape a little bit to the world of Uganda. This is the Queen of Katwe. This is from 2016. It's about 2 hours and 5 minutes long, and it's a feature film that stars people like Lupita Nyong'o and was it David? I'm gonna mess this up. Oyelowo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to avoid saying anybody's names from here on out because I will pretty much mangle them badly. I don't want to do that. Just showing my ignorance if I did. Um, but those at least two of the well-known names in this film. I've got a crush on Lupita, if nothing else. She's a talented actress, and she's just freaking gorgeous. And so when I saw her in the center of this, I'm like, oh, it's a movie focusing on her. It's actually not. She's just her and David are pretty much just the most famous people in this cast. She plays the main character's mom, believe it or not. She's the mother of four, possibly five children in this small, poor community in Katwe within Uganda, the country of Uganda in Africa. And she she's lost her husband. We got a Disney trope with no dad. But I don't want to be flip about this. This is actually a really, really good movie. It's almost in the you would call it having being in the mold of a sports movie because it's about a girl. Her name's Fiona, and she's like it takes place over the course of 2011 to 2000 no sorry 2007 to 2012, and Fiona's like 10 when this thing starts, and she's her day to day is just getting water for what passes for their home, and selling food and things along the road where traffic happens to stop, and trying to make whatever shillings they can to get by. She's from an extremely poor family in an extremely poor neighborhood in that part of the country, in that town, and she and her brother Brian, they both get they meet a guy named, they call him Coach, but he coaches the local soccer team. He also teaches kids chess, and that's played by David Long Yellow. His name is Robert. What do you say? Katende, Robert Katende. But he's from a ministry outreach where just they involve themselves giving kids a leg up, and also just teaching them, keeping them out of trouble, and just giving them sports and activities and things like that, and just basically being good people and taking care of the kids in the community. And these kids, her brother first is introduced to playing chess because the teacher gets him interested by saying, "Hey, when I used to be a waiter at a restaurant, and all these rich kids would come in and they would brag about their ability to play chess, like, yeah, this was a thing, believe it or not." He let them think that he didn't know any better, and they spend so much money losing to him, and the kids are like, "Oh man, we want to beat some rich kids," and so he gets a lot of these kids interested in chess, and Fiona catches wind of this as well, and she's super shy, she's super quiet, and even when the sleazy there's a sleazy dude that shows up on a motorcycle. At this point, I didn't realize she was actually 10, but he comes around and starts trying to pick up young girls, and she kind of liked the attention, but her mom, played by Lupita, is a tiger, and she pretty much shut that guy down. It was kind of glorious to see that. While Lupita is not the main character, every scene she's in, she pretty much kills it. She's astounding. And David, seriously, did he not get an award for his role? Because he's freaking amazing. I want to check, but you know what? I'm gonna just slow down the thing. You can look it up yourself if they did. But if you watch this film, if you didn't already, you'll understand why the guy deserves. He and Lupita especially, and her name's Medina, who plays Fiona. She's astounding as well, and she transforms throughout this movie in a way that I was not expecting. Even though, yes, like I said, it follows the sports film arc where, you know, the prodigy comes out of nowhere, does really good, and then I won't tell you how this goes because I don't want to ruin it for you. It's, if you know the sports arc of a movie, then you pretty much can predict how this goes. And yes, this chess is a metaphor for life and everything else, and you'd think that a movie about chess, kids playing chess, is not exciting. No, you're not going to get any touchdowns and home runs or anything else. But watching how they lay out the board and how they play, and they're consistent in how the game works. Somebody must have been on staff making sure that there wasn't just like dumb moves that were just edited together. It was actually a logical progression in these moves. When I was in second grade, second grade, I was a gifted kid, and I was actually pulled out of class to play chess and backgammon for like a couple hours each day against another kid. So and that lasted like a year or two, and then they were like, you're not special anymore. But that's how I learned to play chess, and so this was kind of exciting for me because I could see some of the moves being made, and I am far from any kind of expert now, but I have an appreciation for it, and just watching, just for a little bit, being like for a half second being ahead of the move that's actually going to be made me feel special again. So, again, like I said, you're not going to find it doesn't sound like that chess would be an exciting sport to watch, but it's really about the struggle and the confidence and the lack of it when it comes to Fiona, and as she sort of moves up the ranks, and you see David doing what he can to really work and help out his kids, the kids that he's overseeing. And the kids in this are awesome. They're hilarious. Little Benjamin, the other little girl. There's a ton of different kid actors throughout this, and they're just, you root for them. There's points where you applaud Fiona and these kids for the stuff they have to go through, and like I said, they're from a poor part of the country, and when they're given the opportunity to play in a special match where it's just rich kids and pretty much everybody looks down on them, you can see that struggle. It's you can't help but root for them. So honestly, if you need a feel good kind of movie, it's not without its struggle, it's not without a few tears here and there, but man, it's based on a true story, and they follow up at the. I'm not going to ruin the end of the movie, but the end of during the credits, they stand the actors side by side with the people they portrayed, and give you a little recap of where they are at the time that this was released in 2016. So yeah, this is kind of awesome. I really enjoyed this movie. I highly recommend it if you want a good feel-good kind of movie. Yeah, but again, not yippee yay the whole way through. And like I said, you might. I got a little misty eyes, especially just watching the credits go by. And if you keep watching the credits. By the way, because later on, there's a song that keeps recurring throughout the movie that some of the kids are dancing and singing to. They actually play a music video for that song, performed by these musicians that made the song, and the actors actually are in it in character. So it's kind of neat. So yeah, if take the time. It's not a matter of if you get a chance, take the time, watch Queen of Katwe. It's one of my favorite movies so far, and I was smiling ear to ear through pretty much most of this. It does drag a little bit in the middle. I will say that it does drag a tiny bit, but overall, this is one of the better things that you're going to find on Disney Plus. I guarantee it. I had a great time. So, seriously, next chance you get, you need to be watching this. And I didn't take the time to set this up, so I'm going to keep talking about this as these pages load. Oh, good. What else can I tell you about this? Yeah, it's... Lupita was in Star Wars. You just never saw her, which is a crime. She played Maz Kanata. Yeah, Maz Kanata, the little orange lady who ran the bar that Han Solo knew, and she had a thing for Chewie. I'm just saying, it's for the nerds out there. Make a connection of who Lupita Nyong'o is if you don't know who she is. She was also in Us and a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, no, that's the wrong thing. All right, now we're ready. Sorry. No. Thank you. Here we go. Let's pick tomorrow's episode. 353. 350s are an interesting spot. Okay, 353. It's just after the Marvel stuff. That's why, because we haven't really had, other than that Marvel Rising thing, we haven't had any Marvel movies in a while. But here we go. 353 is not Marvel, but it is an M. It's Mickey and the Roadster Racers, seasons 1 and 2. Okay, really specific about that. So yeah, Mickey and Roadster Racers. It's a series. So we're probably just going to watch a few episodes and get the gist of it, and we'll come back here, talk about it tomorrow. All right? Go watch Queen of Katwe right now. See ya.